Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of the Two Brown Dudes Comics Podcast. I did it correctly this time. No stuttering.
Well, it's issue 9. But...
Yeah. Damn it! Issue 9. It's been a minute since we've released an episode, but we want to get back on our normal schedules.
So our schedules are a little weird.
Yeah.
So
we're currently going through a snowstorm.
Yeah, I love how we're fucking recording.
Yeah.
And there's like...
there's snow falling outside our windows.
Like, I pulled up to your house, and there's a snowbank that's just huge.
Yeah, because none of us had to leave, so we didn't bother shoveling anything.
Bro, the snowdrift outside of your door is at least
massive.
3 feet.
It's usually that big, there.
So I was like, I mean, I can jump into it, I guess. And just, I don't know.
But yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, so we're actually recording during the day.
Yeah.
It's 11:14
here
in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I came from Norman. I was like, let's just record.
Yeah, get it done.
Yeah. So
I was like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, because it's supposed to snow for like the next 9 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Crazy.
And our dumbass weathermen, they finally got it right for once.
Yeah, the one time.
Yeah. Remember they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna get like 8 inches," and then you'd come out the next morning and there was like 0.5 inches.
I remember that.
Stupid.
I remember that one year they said, "Oh, it's gonna snow so bad," and it was 70 the next day.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What happened there?"
They needed the ratings.
I love watching the coverage of the snow because you saw my status I posted. I was like, "Why are you asking him?"
Yeah.
You're the meteorologist.
Yeah,
we're the storm station. How much snow fell?
What did you say? They switch over to camera view of the guy, and he's like in a 95 bone stock Explorer with News 9 on it.
Yeah, and he's like, "Well, like you're the meteorologist. Why don't you tell us how much snow just fell? Why are you asking this guy?"
Bro, there was one yesterday. It was I think it was Damon Lane or whoever it is. I forget his name, but anyway, he was like on a live thing, obviously, and he's got a camera view, and this truck like stalls out, and it's a tiny truck, and he's stuck. And he goes, "Well, there's a Oklahoma City's finest right here," and the truck's like driving. The OCPD is like driving away from the truck. He's like, Oklahoma City's finest. I guess he's moving on. And this is on like live television. And then I think he just like kind of corrects himself. He's like, he's probably going to an accident or something. I was like, I doubt it.
They had some interesting videos. There's one of a semi stuck on a hill, tandem trailer. And so Silverado was hooked up to it. And then I guess the Jeep saw from the gas station, the Jeep went up and they they both hooked up to the semi and pulled it up the hill.
That's fucking legit.
Yeah, bro. I was like, damn.
You'd never see a Ford do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
So Chevy's going to use that in their next ad. Anyway, that's what's going on here. I'm looking out the window, and there's some pretty big snowflakes up here. Yeah. So, yeah. It's cool stuff.
Yeah, you got the Islander. You'll make it home.
Yeah, I'll be all right. All right, so let's get started. We got Collector's Corner up first.
Yeah. I got nothing. I mean, we got the normal stuff for rating.
Yeah. Like I mean, that still counts. Yeah. I mean, some of the shit that you buy wouldn't be...
Oh, well, I lied. I got Saga 55.
Yes, we both picked that up.
Yeah, picked that up. So
I'm still reading through Saga.
Yes, I'm rereading it, so I'm not going to read that one until...
Gotcha. Yeah, that way you know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
But as far as Collector's Corner, it's not always like, oh, this is a $50, $60 book. Sometimes you can pick up a number 1 or a variant, and then later on in life, that'll end up being worth a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So the DC Dark Knights of Steel, I've picked up a lot of the character card variants. Okay. I mean, we've talked about that almost every time, but...
yeah, those character card ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, they didn't have one for this last issue. So
really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, interesting.
So I got that. Human Target is really good.
It is. Oh my god, the art in there is.
Yeah, the art is
good, and the art is just.
Man. Yeah, I mean, this is part of the show. If you want something that's currently going on, Human Target is really good. It's by Tom King, who's our favorite pretty much right now, right?
I think so.
Right, we both agree he's our favorite.
Yeah. So you don't have to. There's not a bunch of reading.
Yeah, and he's more of a lesser known character, so you can get him pretty easy. Yeah, for cheap.
It's a shorter run. It's only 12 issues, I think.
That's a pretty long run. I mean, that's 12 months. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
So it's a year.
Yeah. I guess what I meant to say is not like a super long run like Spider-Man or something. It's just
gotcha.
Like
yeah, because Spider-Man's fucking hard to get into.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But Human Target's great. Man, it's got this old school kind of 60s, 70s vibe, and it's in present day, but you still get like these old, what would you call it, crime noir vibes. It's not black and white. It's not like that.
No. but it has that feel to it.
Yeah.
And he even drives like an old school car.
Yeah, and there's a love interest there, and then there's like a jealous ex. It's one of the Green Lanterns. It's the douche Green Lantern. So I mean the characters are great. The art is probably the best I've seen in a long time.
I think it was the last issue where they showed his car.
Yeah,
and just the artwork on the car. I was like, this is fantastic because I love cars. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, for my ADHD ass, to make me stop like reading to look at your art, you've done something phenomenal. So I don't know. What else? There was Stray Dogs. Both of those came out, and I kind of have an issue with those. Read the one that we recommended in episodes past. That's phenomenal. Yeah. This is good, but it's not a new story.
No, it's like
it's like how each dog kind of got there, and which is okay. But
it's more backstory on the dogs.
Yeah, but here's the thing: with Stray Dogs, you could make a new story.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think you run the risk of destroying something that was already 10 out of 10 perfect.
Definitely.
I mean, Dylan read Stray Dogs and he loved it.
Yeah.
And he's not a comic book guy. So it's one of those things like, you can make a new story, but how would you do it?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not the creative brain behind it, but I think you would really run the risk. Yeah. Or if you're going to do it, make sure it's right. And don't do it right away while it's still hot.
Yeah.
You can let it sit and come up with this perfect story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the original is really good. And I'm sure
that was one of our favorites on our. I mean, we did that one of our first episodes.
I think so. Yeah, it was one of our early episodes.
Yeah. Stray Dogs is really good. If you can find a number 1 somewhere, just pick it up. It doesn't matter. There's like 80,000 variants, but just grab one and hang on to it. I bet they make it a movie at some point. Like
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it'd be short. It'd be like what, hour and 20 minutes,
probably
something like that. It wouldn't be a series. It'd just be an animated
some
thing.
Sort of animated. It'd be a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you've got. I actually made a post for this on our Instagram page: DC versus vampires.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think about it?
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would.
Because it's like vampires. We've been there. We've done that.
Yeah, but it's pulled me in. Like
it's new. It's fresh, and it's written by
something completely different.
Yeah, James Tynion.
Yeah, and it's got. I mean,
it's got all the characters.
Yeah, it's got the entire Justice League in it.
Yeah,
pretty much. Even like not the original, like the original and like the expanded. Like, like it's got a lot of superheroes in it and villains.
Yeah,
and it's interesting to see how each character is kind of taking.
Yeah, because you don't know who's a vampire. Yeah. Well, you do. But not right away.
Yeah, the characters don't know who is who.
Yeah.
Like the characters like certain people know that they aren't.
Yeah, James Tynion makes it believable too.
Yeah, he does.
And what I love most about the series so far is it feels like the bad dudes are going to win.
Yeah, it does.
They have all the momentum in the world. Like, there's very few just normal heroes left.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to spoil it because this is an ongoing series. It's a limited run, I think, but
it is, because I think it's out of 12 issues. Yeah,
right, and they're at number 4, I
yes,
believe, or 5. I don't know.
I think this last one was number 4.
Okay, yeah, and so cool, beyond cool, honestly.
I love it.
The art is great.
Story is really good.
The story is phenomenal.
Like, I was wondering how they would make it work. I mean, it's James Tynion, so obviously it's gonna be good, but
it's one of those things that wasn't highly advertised. Like there were no posters outside of the comic book store. Yeah. Sometimes you'll see them, and I mean, I feel like it just came out of nowhere. But that's just for us, 2 normal brown dudes, I guess.
Yeah. Because man,
I had little to no expectations. I picked it up off of a whim. I saw it, and I was like, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I think I told you to grab it too.
Yeah. Then I don't think I picked them up until issue 3. And like I think I had
read them all together.
Yeah, I think I had marked it on my list. Like I was doing the list at New World.
Yeah, the pull list.
Yeah, the pull list, and I marked it. And then when I got it, it was issue 3, and I was like, I need 1 and 2.
Yeah, and they had them there, probably.
Yeah, they had them, and I grabbed all 3 of them.
Yeah,
and I was like, let me read this, and I did, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
I don't think I was gonna pick it up until like the run was done.
Yeah,
but I'm glad I got into it now.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love it. I think it has the potential to be one of those that's just really cool. Just through and through, consistent storytelling, a different style of
and like you said, he made it very believable.
Yeah,
like everything that's happened, I was
like after reading issue 4, I'm like, these bad dudes are going to win. This is going to be one of those series, I
yes.
think, maybe. But yeah, and then next we've got, I put on here A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. We always talk about it. If you haven't picked it up yet, you need to.
Yes.
This is the quintessential, I've never read a comic book before. This one would be the one to start at.
I think so.
Because it's
very simple. There's barely any words in like the first 2 issues.
But it's just such great storytelling.
Yes.
And every time I finish an issue, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's always like on an awesome cliffhanger, and it leaves you wanting so much more. And it's not like a cliche. It's legit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes,
and the story, it's got a lot of twists and turns to it, actually.
It does.
Because you're still learning about the main character 4 issues in.
Yep.
You think you know who he is in issue 2, and then it keeps going, and you're like, homie, you kind of suck at what you're supposed to be good at.
Something new always comes up.
Yes.
Like, I'm not sure about this
So
guy.
is he even in there? Is he part of that organization? You know,
is he something
it's so
else?
Great, yeah. I don't know. Maybe when we finish some of these runs, we'll do a dedicated episode then have spoilers in it.
Yeah, I would think DC versus Vampires. I think most of these honestly deserve their own dedicated thing.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of people that hate spoilers, but there's a lot of people that maybe are listening and want to hear our opinion on what this was or what we thought of certain parts in the story.
And then we can make the episode if someone doesn't want to listen to the episode. They can just
let's just make a big ass spoiler episode.
Yeah, there you go.
This episode is all spoilers.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the I guess before we get started, we're going to Disney next week.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's Marvel stuff there. Mm-hmm. There's DC stuff at Universal. We're also going to Universal.
Yeah.
Have you been to Universal? They have that comic book shop there.
I don't think they had it. Is it new?
I don't know.
I don't think they had it when I went last.
Last year was the first time I went.
Because I went all the way back in 2012 to Universal.
Oh shit! No, it's changed.
In 2016, we didn't go to Universal.
Okay.
We went to wherever Harry Potter was.
Yeah.
And then Epcot and another Disney park.
No, they have this comic book shop in there, and they've got it's like a legit comic book shop inside
that was there when I went back in like 2012.
Yeah, inside the amusement park, and when I went, they had some really nice, insanely expensive statues. Like they had a Hulk from Ragnarok.
Oh,
and it was big. It was like the size of this table.
Damn,
I kid you not. Well, it was like this. It's still big as shit.
Yeah, they probably ship them to you, right? I have nowhere to put that here, though.
Yeah, no, I don't know where anybody puts it. But no, maybe we'll check those out, and then we'll come back and put it on an episode.
Yeah.
There wasn't shit. Next topic. Or something like that. I don't know.
I'm down.
Yeah, because Universal has some Marvel rights. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's split up.
And then they've got some DC shit, too, right? Yeah. Or no, that's Six Flags. Six Flags has DC.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, they have comics there. That's the point.
Yes.
And then Marvel, obviously being a Disney thing, they'll have some stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have. I'm sure it's like upgraded since they bought it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where the comic book shop came from. Like, or no, actually they've owned Marvel, so that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
We're just there for the shit. This stuff.
Pretty much.
So
have fun.
There's like what, 10 of us going? I think there's 10 exactly.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going for my wife's 30th birthday. So
yeah, because there's 9. Yeah, there's 10. Yeah, there's 10 people.
It's 10 of us.
That
flight's gonna be fucking crazy. No, I'm just kidding. We're not that crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm fucking crazy, but nobody else is. Oh, Ryan might get lit. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway,
it'll be a fun time. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, I am too. Actually, we'll be there next week. Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there in a week.
Exactly. a week. We'll
have
Tampa.
just landed.
Yeah.
We'll probably have just gotten to our Airbnb around this time next week.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. I haven't seen it because I told Lacey I wanted my room.
Oh, you don't know anything about it?
I know it's got a pool.
Oh, okay.
And I think the rooms are themed. I'm assuming they are.
They are themed, and Ryan gets a special room. Yeah.
Okay. So. I just told her not to tell me my room.
I don't remember yours, so
I think I might know what it is, but I'm not sure.
All right, let's get into this.
Yeah.
Are we starting right here? Moonshine?
Yeah, we start with Moonshine.
Moonshine is...
I guess I'll do this part. Moonshine is by Image Comics, and it was released in October 2016.
Yep. What is it? Bro, it's been so long. How do we do this? We go...
Yeah, so you say...
We do about, and then you do... Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm fucking stupid. Let's just not edit that out. We're human.
Yeah, we'll keep that in there.
We're brown guys. We're not perfect.
It's cool.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the summary from Image Comics. It goes like this: set during Prohibition and deep in the backwoods of Appalachia, Moonshine tells the story of Lou Pirlo, a city slick torpedo sent from New York City to negotiate a deal with the best moonshiner in West Virginia, one Hiram Holt. What Lou doesn't figure on is that a correct sentence? Doesn't seem right. What Lou doesn't figure out is that Holt is just as cunning and ruthless as any New York City crime boss. Because not only will Holt do anything to protect his illicit booze operation, he'll stop at nothing to protect a much darker family secret, a bloody, supernatural secret that must never see the light of day, or better still, the light of the full moon.
Yes. It was written by Brian Azzarello. He's done 100 Bullets, Batman, Broken City, Joker, Luther, Wonder Woman.
That Wonder Woman run is the shit. Yeah. We're going to put that on.
I'm pretty sure that's the one with Cliff Chang.
Yep. That's my all-time favorite.
And then illustrated by Eduardo Rizzo.
100
and he did 100 Bullets and Broken City.
Yeah, you can see it. It's the art. It's all Azzarello.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you said the characters. You got Lou Pirlo. He's the main character. He's a mafia type guy.
Yeah, Pirlo.
Pirlo.
There you
and you got was Hiram Holt?
Hiram Holt.
And he's the moonshiner from West Virginia.
Yeah. So there's a lot more characters to this. You've got your typical mob guys. Mm-hmm. Also, that summary was fucking perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Good job, Image.
Yeah. That was a very good summary.
The art is let me backtrack a little bit. The characters, there's a ton of different characters. Mm-hmm. Not all of them are essential to the story, but they're all believable.
Yes.
They feel like 1920s New York.
Yeah, they're not forced in any way.
You got your mobsters, you've got the backwoods dudes, which are hick as fuck.
Yes. And they did a good job of
it's a good blend.
Yeah, you can tell who's who and what the backgrounds are of these people, and it's done pretty well.
Yeah. There's only a couple of times where I was like, wait, which character said this again? I don't remember who that was.
Yeah, exactly.
But overall, this is a great read for me. I loved it. I'd probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10.
I would say so. For me, it was a little bit of a slow start, but it picked up.
Yeah.
It did pick up.
Well, for me, and here's the thing, if you have like a favorite author, you kind of know their style, so those slow starts, they're typically worth it in the end. So anything Brian Azzarello for me.
That makes sense, yeah, because I haven't read much of his stuff.
So I will always just kind of hang around. But no, for me, it was great. I loved it. It felt believable. The time periods felt believable. Pirlo goes through some stuff. You know, it's like
some supernatural stuff, like the description.
Yeah, there's definitely what is it called? Werewolves.
Yeah,
there's werewolves in here.
Yep, there's werewolves.
But anything you can think of 1920s Prohibition, there's Tommy guns in there. There's booze or hooch, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
The old school cars, everything.
Yeah, I mean,
even there's the whole segregation thing as well. All that's in there.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how I was going to say it, but there is some segregation in there. It's not like painful to read.
No.
It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel racist. It doesn't feel forced. It just feels natural.
Yeah, it feels like it feels in that time. That's how that's how it was.
And that's kind of a hard thing to achieve. Yeah. In my opinion, like that's a slippery slope. But Brian Azzarello always does that shit. And 100 Bullets, there's some shit in there that's like doesn't age well, like the lingo.
Oh yeah.
As far as some of like the black characters and like hip hop. Like ways of talking. It didn't age well, but
okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But Brian Azzarello has never been one to shy away from writing about these things. Okay. And I feel like you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think if it's accurate and truthful,
right.
I think it can be done well.
Yeah, and you always have that one super woke person that's like, oh, why is a white dude writing about this?
Yeah.
Dog, just fucking read the material.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Like you said, there is segregation in there. I feel that it's natural. The story kept me engaged. I want to read. I want to finish it.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 volumes. Typically, when we do these, unless it's been one of our favorites and we've already read it, we're just doing the first volume to get you started.
I think all these outside of this next one, I have not read.
Yeah.
Up until this episode.
And it's one of those things where we're kind of on this journey with you. like we said.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do all the Batman, the Superman, the Green Arrow runs. We've read all those.
Yeah.
When is Batman Day? Is that like in May?
Yeah, it's in May.
Okay, so we'll do a big ass long episode probably for
Batman,
that
because we've got several for that. We've got, Hush, Long Halloween.
Yeah, the classics.
Death in the Family. There's a lot of stuff we've seen. The Killing Joke.
For sure.
Seen and read that we could talk about on that day.
Yeah. So basically, the point is we're reading new things with you.
Exactly.
So some of it we've all already read.
Yeah, I think there's several in there that we start like when we first started that because when we started. Yeah. We didn't have like a backlog yet, essentially, of things we wanted to do for this podcast. So we did start with some stuff we have read, but for the most part, I think after those first few episodes, everything we've read has pretty much been new.
Yeah.
So,
and we take some risks on some of these, like Black Hammer. I feel like it was a risk.
Lock and Key.
Lock and Key
was a
shows much better than the book, in my opinion.
But yeah, we want to go on this journey with you, and we think it's fun to do that.
So. Not every comic is great.
No.
So typically, I think we've done a pretty damn good job of picking out good ones.
I think so.
Is that weird?
I don't think so.
The Many Deaths of Layla Starr was the only one where
it was a little weird.
I don't really want to finish this.
And I think we always take the opinions of people who. I mean, we take every opinion. Right. But I feel like we know a lot of well-versed people. Buck being one of them. Yeah. That can give us good advice on what to read and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So back to Moonshine, I would definitely recommend this to someone who had not read a comic before.
Yeah, I think so.
Or who just loves like that Prohibition era.
Yeah, which I do. I love that, all that kind of stuff.
This one was a lot of fun. The art is a lot of blacks, a lot of blues. Mm-hmm. It's a very... Yeah. What would I call that?
There's some yellows in there too. I don't know what you would call that color.
Yeah, but the art style is very distinct.
Yes.
The facial expressions are great. How the hell would I describe that?
I don't know.
They're almost muted tones.
Yes.
A little bit. I think that's how.
Yeah, it doesn't like.
There's no blue skies. Yeah, there's no brightness.
You wouldn't think it doesn't pop, but it does in its own way. Like the colors. Yeah. They're not like super bright colors.
Yeah, I mean, there's a panel right here where he's inside a dark building, and the light's kind of shining through, but it's not. It's just so good. Yeah. The shadows, the facial expressions, very, very unique. Very Brian Azzarello or Eduardo Riso.
Yeah,
rather. I'm pretty sure that's Italian, but anyway, I would definitely pick this one up. I'm gonna continue reading it.
I am too.
I loved it. I almost picked it up yesterday. The second one while I was at Bucks. I went in the snow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's very bloody, which I mean, who doesn't like a bloody comic, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, and see, here's that thing about segregation.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil that, but you should definitely read it. Again, it's not racist. It's not, you know what I mean?
It's not like super in your face or over the top. It's done.
Yeah, it's an easy read. I would say it's an easy read.
Yeah.
So
it didn't take me very long.
Yeah, I would pick that one up. I think it's like $16 in person, 14 on Comixology.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, so check that one out. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is World War Hulk, which is by Marvel and was released in May of 2007.
It's that old?
Yeah, it's an old boy.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Let's just do our thing. All right. So this is from Marvel themselves. When the Illuminati sent the Hulk into outer space, they hoped he would find peace, but they never expected he would return with an army at his back. The World Breaker and his Warbound challenged the heroes of Earth in a 6-issue event written by Greg Pak, or Pak, I think it's Pak probably, with art by John Romita Jr., featuring the explosive battles and all-out action. And that's from Marvel.
And like Eric said, it's written by Greg Pak. He's done the Action Comics, Batman, Superman, Planet Hulk. It illustrated by John Romita Jr., did Amazing Spider-Man, Iron Man, Kick-Ass. Yeah. Characters, you got the Hulk, the Avengers, the Warbound, which is Hulk's army that he comes with.
Yeah, and his army... Okay, so how do I want to do this? This is set directly after Planet Hulk.
Yes.
And Planet Hulk, I think we did this wrong. We should have done Planet Hulk.
Probably.
Have you read Planet Hulk?
I've read it, and then I watched the animated thing.
Okay. Yeah. So, I just know that some people just care so much about spoilers. I personally don't.
Yeah.
But this is set after Planet Hulk. The Fantastic Four send the Hulk basically far, far away.
Yeah.
Like they're just done with him.
Yeah. They're like, we don't want to deal with you anymore on Earth.
Yeah.
So GTFO.
Yeah, and so if you've seen Ragnarok, right? Thor Ragnarok, that's pretty much Planet Hulk.
Yes.
Yes. Which was awesome to see, by the way. But
Yeah,
so basically he's a gladiator there.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of
he basically wins.
Yeah,
right?
he wins. Yeah, he's like the person's prized fighter.
Yeah,
and then he at some point he starts a revolution or helps start a revolution.
Yeah, and now he's basically the king.
Yeah,
there.
And yeah.
But something else happens, and they'll talk about it in this book. But Hulk goes back to Earth, and he takes some of the other gladiators that he basically befriended. So Korg is in there.
Yeah, Korg, Meek is in there.
Was Meek in Ragnarok? A little bit.
Yeah, he was.
Just a little bit.
He was a little but remember he thought he was dead.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Meek died. I don't know what to do. I just carried around. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing in the comics too.
Yeah.
So basically everyone from that gladiator planet kind of comes back with him, and this one is a all-out war, action-packed.
Hulk fucked some shit up.
Yeah, it's a big, bright, book. It's easy to read. I don't know that it's for everyone, but
yeah, because I don't. It is.
It is a lot of action.
Yeah, there's a lot of action,
and there's a lot of lesser-known characters too.
Yeah,
there's
and
like
Hulk's
Black
come
Bolt.
to, like I said, fuck shit up. So you do see Hulk, fighting his friends.
Yeah.
So if you're not about that, you probably won't enjoy it. But
right, the art to me was just okay.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special.
The art in Planet Hulk was amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Planet Hulk set the bar so high. And so for World War Hulk, if you get the omnibus, it's like $400 now, and it was like $120 when it came out. Yeah, so it's gone up in value. I'm not really sure why necessarily. But yeah, this one's good if you just want like a good time, a beat 'em up Hulk comic. Yeah,
angry.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking angry.
You read this.
Yeah, and
he does some damage.
Yeah, Doctor Strange plays a big role in this too,
he does.
And he does some damage too.
Mm-hmm.
So Doctor Strange kind of pushes his limits as well.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to be said about it. I mean, it is what it is. It's an angry Hulk come back to Earth to get revenge on the Avengers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the Fantastic Four. There's a lot of character cameos in here. Not all of them are like that important.
No. It's surprising to see some of them. I felt like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
it's good. I'd give it like a 8.
Yeah,
8
it's a good
10.
like beat 'em up comic. I mean,
it's just
it's what I think it's what people expect when they
think of Hulk.
Think of Hulk in comics.
Yeah, I just liked Planet Hulk so much.
Yeah,
more.
Planet Hulk was really good.
Maybe we should do an episode on that. But honestly, I would start if you're gonna read this. I would start with Planet Hulk.
Yeah,
and then go to World War Hulk. Yeah. But like I said, we'd both read Planet Hulk, and we wanted something new for you guys.
Yes.
So, but Planet Hulk is the shit. World War Hulk is good.
Yeah, the animated movie is good too.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So maybe I'll go home and watch it.
Yeah, it's not double sided this time. I don't know. The printer, I guess, didn't feel like doing double sided.
Nice. Fucking nice.
But we're gonna move on to our next one, which is Nocterra, which is by Image Comics, and was released in March of 2021, so about a year ago.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead with the
about. I was thinking
about.
It's new. I mean, issue 7 came out yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that on the shelves. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is collected 1 through 5.
Yeah.
So, okay. 10 years after the world is plunged into an everlasting night that turns all living creatures into monstrous shades, the only way to survive is to stay close to artificial light. Enter Valentina Val Riggs, a skilled ferryman who transports people and goods along deadly unlit roads with her heavily illuminated 18-wheeler.
And the authors are, it was written by Scott Snyder. I mean, he's Batman, Detective Comics, Swamp Thing, Justice League. Illustrated by Tony S. Daniel. He's done Teen Titans, Savage Hawkman, and Justice League Dark.
Justice League Dark is pretty good.
Yeah. And then we got our characters. We got Valentina Val Riggs. She's a main character, and like in the description she's a ferryman with this kick-ass 18-wheeler.
Yeah,
it looks pretty badass. And then you got her brother Emery Riggs. He's a pretty big tech guy. Kind of, he's always messing with tech, trying to make new ways to create light and things like that.
Mm.
You got Blacktop Bill, who's this notorious bounty hunter.
Yeah.
He's been like experimented on, and he's just a bounty hunter. So
Yeah.
And then you got Bailey, who's a young girl wanting passage to this so-called paradise.
Yeah.
That people talk about. And then we got Gus, who's a scientist and also Bailey's grandfather. And then we got Tiberius, who's also a scientist and is Gus's brother.
Right.
So those are the big characters. And it's been picked up by Netflix as a series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so how do we hop into this?
I love this one.
Yeah, I like it too.
I love the story, the concept.
Yes. So this isn't necessarily. I mean, I'm going to stop with the spoiler shit. So basically, if you are exposed to the dark for too long, your gums go black.
Yes.
Right? That's the first telltale sign. And then everything else
then after that
goes,
you
right?
turn to
And then
this,
a big ass monster.
and
there's different
creature.
Yeah, there's different monsters,
Mhm.
but yeah, the light. And so you might say, well, where's the sun? That shit gone.
Yeah,
we
the
don't
sun's
fucking
no
know.
mo. They don't. Yeah, we don't actually know.
The
what
sun's
happens.
probably still there,
Yeah.
but there's like some sort of clouding.
Yeah.
It's just always dark.
Yeah. No. No one actually knows. Yeah. So we're as a reader led to believe that the sun is possibly still there,
Right.
but no one really knows.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's kind of got these vibes like it's narrated by Val, and she's saying, I think one of the first lines is, "Where were you when the PM happened?"
Yeah.
And so it's that kind of narrative tale. So it goes through the story, and then it's got some flashbacks that are really good, really clean.
Yes. Really well done.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it wordy, but the first couple of issues.
Yeah. There's a lot of explaining going on.
But it doesn't feel like a chore to read.
No.
Some of those that are really wordy, and I like to tell our readers, this one's wordy. This one is wordy in the right way, in the best way possible, just to set up that world.
Mm-hmm. Because the beginning does have a lot of world building.
Yeah.
But they like you said, they do it in a way where
the story still
easy.
progresses.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's the moment where she gets to basically like the home base or whatever, and what would you call the person that's
kind of giving out the jobs.
Giving out the jobs, yeah.
I don't know, a contractor maybe. I don't know what you call her.
So that's telling Val, okay, deliver this to this or that. You know what I mean? So
the light is their friend. So these trucks that they have, they're lit up. I mean, you could probably they could probably throw these trucks in Tron and they'd fit in.
Yeah.
The trucks look badass. They're really cool.
Yeah, and they've all got
futuristic. It all takes place like in the future.
Yes. So the suits look very futuristic. The world looks like it does today almost.
Yeah, it looks normal, but the suits and the trucks and like the truck stops, I guess.
Yeah.
They have like a futuristic kind of vibe to them.
Yeah, it's very different. It's not like an out of this, whoa, that's a mind-blowing concept, but the concept works really well.
It does.
For Scott Snyder. What else do I want to say about the story without kind of giving it away? I'll say this. Val's brother is starting to show signs a little bit.
Yeah, of turning, yes.
Of turning. And so that, on top of... this one's good. It's an ongoing series. Just pick it up. So you have Blacktop Bill, right? And he's on the scientist and the granddaughter's ass, basically.
Yeah.
So this is how the story is going to start. Eventually, Val is going to get kind of contracted out.
Yeah.
To take these two, the Bailey and Gus, to this paradise.
Yeah, to this paradise.
But
So-called paradise.
Yeah. And so, like I said, her brother is starting to show signs, but she doesn't know until they're already on the road.
Yes.
So, as a reader, you think, okay, well, what would I do in that position, for my brother? Depending on which brother, I just fucking, whatever, let's go.
Yeah.
But it adds that next level of fuck.
Yeah,
there's more to lose.
Exactly.
In great storytelling, there's always something to lose. It should never be easy.
Because it seems like, okay, well, I'm taking these two people to paradise, and then they have this bounty hunter on their ass.
And they do come in. They do meet the bounty hunter.
Yeah, they do.
And the bounty hunter he's very cool. He's black.
Yes.
Not like
he's literally blacked out.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a fucking shadow.
Yeah,
basically.
he's a shadow.
He's
Yes,
black.
exactly.
He's just pure pitch black.
And he's got a badass car.
And so I think that's as far as we could probably tell. That's how the story starts.
Yeah, that's how it starts. Yeah, exactly.
So again, it starts out fleshing out this world, and so now okay, Val is a really good driver, right, of these 18-wheelers, and they can transport anything from people to food, whatever it is. And so, okay, Gus and Bailey come along, right? These two that, first of all, they're saying there's light there, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Gus says it's a different form of light.
Yeah, something like that.
Like
yeah,
some
they're like
sort
trying
of
to
cosmic light.
they're trying to rediscover
big science time.
Yeah.
Big science time.
Yes.
So, there on top of that, there's incentive for that. And I think Val, there's not really any jobs for her to take. So there's this one.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of incentives and reasons to be on the road, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But Blacktop Bill is right behind them. So it's not an easy...
It's not an easy journey.
Yeah.
So it has challenges.
Yeah. And this one was recommended to me by a dude I met at like an after hours comic book party thing.
Yeah.
That sounds nerdy as fuck, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. And he told me to pick up Nocterra a long time ago, and I had it. I just hadn't read it. So this one is very cool. That Netflix series is going to be the shit.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, the art, we haven't talked about the art, actually.
Yeah.
The art is very good. I get some, like, mid to late 2000s.
Yeah. God, look at his car. It opened up to his car. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very Tron-like.
His car, it looks like if Batmobile had, like, a Tron vehicle. But the art is great. Facial expressions are great.
The details, too, if you go back to that
the details are... Yeah. The coloring in the ink is also great as well. We should have put that on here. I guess we didn't. But and then the chapters are like mile markers.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
So yeah, that's right.
45. Yeah, I mean, Blacktop Bill is the end of issue 1.
Yeah.
So they're longer issues. I did notice that.
They are.
That's a good thing. Sometimes short issues suck ass.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
not too long. It's like it's like the right amount.
Yeah.
To get what the story they want to tell in.
Yeah. The characters are very believable in my opinion. And they all have something to gain or lose.
Yeah.
And also like this, where they get all the contracts, like their home base, it's lit up by everything. I think it was like an old light bulb factory or something
like that. Yeah.
And but you could just feel like, okay, there's more out there besides their journey too.
Yes.
He could make this potentially its own thing.
Its own world. Yeah.
So really cool. I give it like a 9 out of 10. So I mean, again, it's one of those ongoing series.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it can go either way from here. But as of now, I think 9 out of 10 is good. And
you can pick up the first volume for probably about $16.
Yeah,
I think it might be free on Comixology. I'm not sure.
It is. If you're a Comixology member, it's free.
Yeah, which is like what, $5.99?
Yeah, $5.99.
I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I like to have mine. But anyway, the next one we've got is what is it?
It's Firepower by Image, also by Image Comics, and this was released in August of 2020.
Yeah.
So another new one.
So I should say this one's kind of weird because volume 1 and volume 2, there's like a volume 0, what we read.
Yeah.
And it's a prequel.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it's a prequel.
Yeah. So, but I believe I bought the next one yesterday with Buck, and I think it says 2 on the side of it.
Okay.
So there's Firepower, and then there's 2, and then 3.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's just something to point out to make sure you get the right one.
Yeah.
I guess you could read the story without the prequel, but the prequel is pretty badass.
It is good. Yeah, I like the prequel.
I liked it a lot. All right. So here we go. This is from Image themselves. The one who wields the firepower is destined to save the world, but Owen Johnson has turned his back on that life. He doesn't want the power. He never did. He only wants to spend time with his family and live this life, but unseen forces are at work to make that impossible. Danger lurks around every corner as Owen's past comes back to haunt him. Was that for this one or the next one?
That was for this one. I had to double check. That was the description for this one.
Because that's like the fucking end of it.
Yeah.
It's weird as shit, Image.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I triple checked this and I was like, This doesn't make sense, but this was the description that everyone had for this.
We'll just make our own description.
Yeah.
Fucking image.
Yeah. It was written by Robert Kirkman.
The dude.
Yeah,
the
dude.
man.
Did Invincible, Walking Dead, Oblivion Song. Illustrated by Chris Samney, the Daredevil and Black Widow. And we got our characters. Owen Johnson, he's the main character. And so, like, in this prequel, he comes in looking to master all the fighting techniques.
Yeah. And he already knows.
Yeah, he knows most of them.
Yeah,
because he
98%.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got Master Wei Lun, who's the master of the temple and the Order of the Flaming Fist.
Yep.
Then we got Ling Zan, who is a student at the temple, and then we got the Scorched Earth clan, who want to just see the world burn.
We'll watch the world burn,
Yeah.
Mr. Wayne. All right, so if I had to summarize this, I mean, like you said, it starts with Owen. He's gone everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's mastered all these fighting styles.
Mm-hmm.
He learns insanely fast.
Yes.
Yeah,
he makes this journey to this temple.
Mm-hmm. And it's not an easy journey. The dude's about to die.
Yeah. Yeah, when he gets there.
Yeah, when he gets there, he's literally dying.
Yeah.
So, this is a really cool one. This was probably the easiest read out of all four of them.
Yeah,
like I just flew through it.
I did
it
too.
Was, it had a cool feel to it. It just felt very kung fu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I haven't really
read
comics like that. And
I
it was really fun to read.
It was different.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It was different. It felt fresh.
Yeah.
It felt like, okay, this is cool. And I read this really quickly.
Yes.
It's not wordy. It's not too much. Master Wei Lun is cool as fuck.
Yes.
He wears,
I love his character.
He wears the original Jordans, the ones he likes shoes.
Yeah. That part was awesome.
Yeah, and then he steals Owen's fucking iPod.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he sees it, he's like, well, this is mine now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he spends his time training essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of secrets at this temple. He's not really well liked at the temple, and then there comes a point where you find out Owen's parents have been missing, right? But he has a picture.
Yes.
But he doesn't show anybody that picture, and mid-fight, somebody sees it.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's not a whole lot else to say about it.
Yeah, not really.
Opinion,
I mean, it's
right?
it's like a fighting comic, kung fu, martial arts comic.
Yeah, it's your classic.
And I think they do a very good job of like laying the story out.
Yeah.
It's all well paced.
Extremely well paced.
Yeah. The whole mystery behind who his parents are really cool. And
Yeah.
then, they do a good job of revealing it and going through that.
Yeah. And as soon as you finish this first one, it's you want more of it.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean this is very different for Robert Kirkman.
I think so.
You know, he did like you said, he did Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. That's his own.
Yeah,
that's a masterpiece,
yes.
right? The Walking Dead, a lot of people will say is a masterpiece. I think that shit dies down in the middle.
It does. It definitely does.
Just fucking flatlines.
Yeah.
So I never finished it. Oblivion Song was kind of I didn't really get into it.
Okay.
I started it but never finished it. But I know it's going to be a series with Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
Ah.
So
okay.
That's kind of like a interdimensional thing. But anyway, yeah, this one was really cool. I actually bought the second one yesterday.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna go through this one as well.
Yeah.
I love martial arts stuff. So
yeah, and the art on this is very clean, very bright. The facial expressions are cool. It's a very different art style.
Yeah, it is.
Very, very clean, but very bright. There's pages right here. They go from this muted violet to these bright blues.
Yes.
Like I said, it's very fresh. It's very different. Because like I said, there's not really many. Like, how do you get kung fu into comics?
Exactly.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
There's always like
well.
fighting panels and stuff like that, but this is like the true art of kung fu and things like that. We should probably stop saying kung fu. Martial arts.
Martial arts, yeah.
There you go. Racist brown dudes. But yeah, super cool. Easy to read. I think there's only like 155 pages, and it feels like it's 30.
Yeah, it doesn't feel long at all.
No, this one was really cool. Lots of American like themes as far as where he comes from, style of living.
Yeah.
There's a love interest in there, which I didn't think was possible, but they're gonna get their asses beat for doing it. But,
yeah.
you know, there is a love interest in there. And
I didn't think they'd be able to, I didn't expect that at all.
I was like, hold up. Because I thought she was a fucking dude.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was like, hold up. No, it's a chick. But anyway, there's a lot of good stuff in there. When the Scorched Earth clan gets there, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, it's one of those things where after you read it, you'll probably go back and then re-look at all these fighting panels.
Yes, because the fighting panels are very good.
Very good. I mean,
yeah, look at that.
Yeah, these are phenomenal.
Yeah, so
good. Gong. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, I mean, the lettering is really good too. I mean, that took time to make. Yeah. So, definitely pick up. So, I don't know. I think we did a good job this episode of getting very different stories.
I think so. Yeah, they're all different. I mean, we got
you got Hulk who's pissed off.
Yeah, you got the Hulk, which is like what everyone thinks of comics. You got Moonshine, which is kind of like, a slower pace, kind of old school.
Not for everybody, but for most, I think.
Mafia type story. Then we got Nocterra, that's just completely different.
Yeah.
Something completely different, out of this world. And then we got Firepower.
Yeah.
It's about martial arts.
So if this is for a newbie, I would read Firepower first.
Yes.
Then it's close to. I would read Moonshine and then Nocterra. Like I said, Nocterra can be a little bit wordy.
Yeah.
It just depends. They're like right there, neck and neck. If you like mafia stuff, I would do Moonshine. If you like more sci-fi, definitely start with Nocterra.
But all of them I think are good for first time comics. Those three, anyways.
Yeah, World War Hulk. I liked it, but I just think that Planet Hulk was much better, and your time would be better there.
I think so. Yeah, you can go back and read World War Hulk after you read Planet Hulk.
Yeah,
definitely pick up Planet Hulk first.
Yeah,
because then this won't make any sense.
No, it won't. Yeah, we fucked up there. Yeah. So,
but it happens. It's okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But what are you reading this weekend? What do you got? I got Paper Girls and
I'm still reading through Paper Girls. Descender for our next episode. You've already read that.
Yes, I'll probably go back and reread it.
What else am I reading? I'm reading a bunch of backlog stuff too.
Yeah,
and I still have that Long Halloween omnibus. So it's got Long Halloween, Dark Victory, Catwoman's When in Rome, and then the first one, which I don't remember the name of. But I've got a lot to read.
Yeah.
I've got too fucking much to read, basically. So
same here.
Yeah, we'll decide on the next episode what we want to put in it, but we'll be at Disney next week.
Yeah, we'll be at Disney next week, so we'll probably have some of that in there.
Yeah, maybe we'll just pick the same fucking comic, and then while we're there, I'll just talk to you the next morning.
Yeah, there you go.
I typically read at night. Before bed.
I do too.
Because my ADHD ass can't read during the day.
Well,
I'm just like, what else is going on?
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. That's all we got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You guys can catch us every other Friday at 8 p.m. We're back on our regular schedule unless, something throws it off again. But,
Snow. No more fucking snow. I own a business. I'm done with the snow shit.
Yeah. If it'll stop snowing.
Yeah.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter,
preferably Instagram.
Preferably Instagram. Yeah, that's the most active. We post everywhere, but we interact the most on Instagram. Seems like the most down-to-earth people are using the Instagram. So
right.
And you can find us at 2B Dudes Comics. Again, that is at 2B Dudes Comics. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I think that's it.
Just stuff.
Yeah, and then you can find our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Anchor. Pretty much anywhere there's a podcast, we're there. So
just follow our Instagram page.
Yeah, and then we post
quite a few.
I think we have over 120. 130, something like that. And we post.
That's a lot for us.
Everything. Yes, that is a lot. Especially given we haven't been doing this very long.
Yeah, and I don't think we really pushed to promote it that much.
No.
I mean, imagine if we did. But
I think if we did, we could.
It's more for fun and more for the
reads, the memories.
Like we said, since episode 1, it's kind of hard to get into this shit.
It is.
You could pick up one comic, it'd be absolute ass, and then you're done with comics forever.
It could, so, that's true.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys next time.
Yep.
Bye.